Hello, hello, it is Therèsa Fernand and it is Tuesday's Charm. Welcome back. So I know that a lot of us were feeling this heavy, chaotic energy and a lot of anger also building up. 666 portal. I don't know exactly what it's meaning for everyone, and I don't dare to imply that it has specific meaning for anybody, but I find it interesting that there are certain things that align with planetary and numerology and things of that nature. So I just watched Angels and Demons with Tom Hanks the other night, and I was fascinated because I love hearing about churn and the science and the understanding of basically the Big Bang Theory and how it all came together. So lots of interesting things there. I'm always expanding my knowledge, always expanding my repertoire of thought. I always challenge my belief systems, and I implore you to do the same. So what I found interesting, I was going to do something, and then I was just drawn across the room to this deck, and I picked out some cards. I actually didn't pick them out. They picked me out, for example, and I thought they were very spot on. So one of the cards was reminding us, and it's talking about inherited sadness, debt, family debt, more as opposed to financial debt, patterns that need to be cleared for good. And I am fascinated and dabble in family constellation therapy, and as well as I'm certified past life regression. So what are we choosing to give up? What is our story? What are our familiar patterns? What did we bring through from our parents, our grandparents, and their parents' DNA? There's a lot of things that we never even feel like we've been through that we say, oh, you're just like your grandfather that you never met, or you remind me so much of my mother, but yet you didn't really know her. There's so many interesting things that we bring through familial DNA, and I find it fascinating that we can cut our stories and change how we are viewing things through that lens of the family traumas that we bring through in our DNA, right? Ponder that for a minute. Nature versus nurture, but we do, in fact, bring trauma through. Every cell has memory. That DNA has memory that we're bringing through. So there's going to be talk this week, and in particular, what's coming up is paying your debt. What do people owe you? What are the promises that people made to you that they didn't necessarily keep? Family members, relationships. This is karmic stuff that's more tied to trauma, past life patterns, and things like that. The other card that jumped out of the deck was that we would be getting clarity. We would be getting the truth and belated justice. So if you're waiting on hearing about justice or things coming out, I mean, we just saw the big Johnny Depp case, and justice was served, because we're so quick, all of us, to make a judgment based on what we hear or see that somebody else said. Oh, then it must be true. Remember, just because 9 people out of 10 believe it or say it's true doesn't mean it is the truth, because one person could hold what really happened or what is really true, but no one believes or pontificates on that story, so therefore it must not be true because it's not the majority. Remember, herd mentality. So belated justice is coming up. Things that have been suppressed are going to start rising to the surface this week and going forward. Past evils and undoings, I'm feeling like this is kind of like the world is starting to spin a little bit back to where we were. There's also going to be an abusive person that is found out. Anybody, well, again, we just saw a case in point with the celebrity stuff on TV. If you caught little pieces of that, I certainly couldn't avoid it, because you come on social media and there it is. That being said, what do we look out for? What do we watch? I feel reconnection into things that matter, regrounding into where we want to be, sticking up for yourself, taking a stand. There is unrequited affections out there, but stop waiting for what's due you, okay? I feel like, okay, well, I have somebody that I'm waiting on to show me unexpressed love. I'm having somebody waiting on me to give me the acknowledgement, validation, and emotional satisfaction that I need with my career, with my financial status. You know, we have to pull that within ourselves. We're waiting for someone or something else to validate our situation in order to make us feel better. Sorry to tell you, but this is about us clearing up our shit. That being said, finally, we are going to Belize. I hope you can join me. It is a 7-night intensive journey where we will do the Intimacy Project. I started this 3 years ago, and we were going to do a cruise to Belize, which was just kind of a touch on it and a launch. But with all this time and all this work, we are doing it on land, and we are going into an experience I think like no other. It's been carefully curated, and I'm going to be releasing the brochure and the information this week, but it's really special. We're going to have our own private huts on the beach, basically a private island, and we will not be in a high-end big hotel. We're going to be right there in the sand, on the beach, and doing a completely restorative breakthrough experience. We are going to get down and dirty. We are going to unpack. We are going to unload, we are going to release, we are going to break through, and we are going to get intimate. So I hope you will join me for a life-changing experience. This is my life's work. It's my life experiences as well. I'm sure you'll get to know me probably more intimate than you thought you would. So I look forward to sharing all of that with you. I posted as well. I will be back in New York due to popular demand. Thank you so much for wanting me back and booking so many appointments that I couldn't get to last time. So August 11th. What else is going on? Anything? I'm just trying to feel what else. Let's just get a quick pull on the charms, and I'll let you go and have your Fearless Tuesday. I'm getting that somebody connected to the S has to check on their health. They're waiting for medical results and medical reports. Please, with the S, please check once, check twice. As far as charms go, yeah, this is do what your heart is calling you to do. This is a big demand to get your career house in order. Do what you love, and the rest will follow. I have to follow my own advice, because sometimes we get caught up in the stuck and of what we're doing and what we want, and versus just being present and doing what we love. Lots of clarity this week should move in a place that we were feeling just kind of unclear for a bit. I'm hearing that you're going to get yes and no, and I feel like the cards had said before, there is going to be a decision that is made. Some of you need to hear, go forward, yes, with your decision. If you're debating on something, this is a really creative time. There's also actually pregnancy in the air, and children. So there's going to be a very healthy focus on fertility, bringing out your creativity. If you're past childbearing age or no longer having children, there's going to be a newly created business or a thing that has a huge creative outlet for you. Interesting, because this is about wisdom, and it's lined with the teacher. The owl and the wolf together are very interesting, because this is telling me I'm simultaneously like the student and the teacher at the same time, which in this work, you guys definitely teach me something new every day about yourselves, about me, about life, and about this craziness that we are navigating through. Something will not materialize unless you push through and re-educate. So something you're trying to do, some project that you're looking to push through needs, if you're getting a no, because you're going to get a yes. There's a lot of creativity here, but something hasn't materialized just yet. So it needs another, don't give up. It's like, go back and educate yourself on the situation, because the answer is yes, and it's going to go through, it's going to be pushed through. I want to hear back from you guys when you find out what that is. So don't forget about this. This is money due, this is money owed, this is good, this is my little pot of gold, and it also has it has my piece of amethyst through with it. I'm telling you, this is a highly probable time for money profits. Like second quarter earnings we should get over it. We'll start to move into a different net worth. Wow. And finally, like the key to moving forward is get out of the illusion, get out of the self victim story. Listen, there are no victims, there are only volunteers, because pain is real, suffering is a choice. And you know, I always say this, remember that this week the challenge is going to be to kind of push through this family trauma and chaos, and choose to not live one more day in this way. I hope you guys are doing well. Looking forward to seeing you soon. And please join me this week. I'll have all kinds of information, and please help support and pass around people that you know that want to connect. I know it's going to be a big undertaking, but this trip is going to be worth it, and I can't wait to share it with all of you. Ciao for now.